was expected. Yeah, quite nasty. Too bad. Just gone off somewhere over there for some reason. Oh, they're not going after the tank. That's good. That could save a lot of trouble. 3-0, probably not worth it if you ask me. Now, could push south, but we can't see very well. That's the trouble. Because we know there's an artillery piece there, but it's not shown up on our map. And that'd be 1-1. So let's try taking out some more of the Ag Panthers before engaging. Okay, it's down to 4. It's got 3 ammo left. I have a cunning plan, which involves attritional warfare, but nonetheless, that makes it considerably less cunning, of course. Now, I think I've got a little plan here, though. What we do is take out this fellow, overrun him, then move this tank back to where he should be. We got 120 prestige. Firstly, and we have 160. So we get 40 points for every one of the small flags we take. Okay, we can safely take this village. As you can see, we're gradually closing our 2 pincers, as it were. We got true estimation of his abilities here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you back, since we have the chance, even though it would be 2-3. Trouble is, we don't have anything to finish him off with, so there's little point to actually attacking, since everything will take more casualties, and that's not good. What we do want to do, though, is we do want to try and surround him. So, I'm going to pull you back here. Simultaneously make it as difficult as possible to reinforce these guys, since we do need them to be active. Make it difficult as possible for you to get out of the trap you're in. Since you're down to 3 ammo, I think he's probably going to withdraw, but at least that takes him out of the equation for a turn. Meanwhile, these guys should be able to finish them off this turn. With a direct assault. Yes. High casualties, but we achieved what we wanted to. Okay. Could use artillery here. Now, more artillery fire. More artillery fire is needed. And we should be able to take out this fellow. Alright. Next turn, I'm hoping to be able to capture this. And the prestige from that will allow me to reinforce my tank units. Oh, what's this? 7.5mm pack. 7.5 centimeter pack. Millimeter would be considerably less of a threat. Good to know. Not vital that we take it out, because it's an anti-tank gun and we don't have any tanks in that area. Plus it only has a range of 1. So as long as we don't antagonize it, then it should be fine, just leaving it there. So let's continue pulling our troops forward. Put artillery close by, So next turn they should be able to open fire. The only danger is if planes come to attack these guys, they'll spot the artillery moving, and that'll mean heavy casualties for them. Hopefully that won't happen. Wow. Okay. Now, it's not worth actually attacking those guys. Right. Yeah. I'm going to send our tanks on a bit of a long trip. Now, 2 units should be enough to finish you off. Next turn, we have a bit of artillery support. Actually, put you there. And continue moving the artillery. Very slow, of course, because it's on horse-drawn, but we can't afford to really slow down. Because, 3 rounds left. That's interesting to note. That means we might get a little pause in the firing from that artillery piece, which could prove vital in pushing through. Anyway, let's see what fate has in store for us. Six to 3, that's nasty. Ah, they withstood the attack. And that's good. Because although these guys might die, it will not have been in vain. Ah, Pack has a range of 2. Doesn't matter too much, because it's an anti-tank gun. They don't do that much to infantry. Okay, you're dead. Okay, not quite dead, but still. Principle stands. Ah, you pulled out the village. That's good for us. 5 to 1, and I think his tank should come to finish him off. Yeah. He could have overrun and moved on to our other one, but chose not to. Fair weather is not good for the defender. Now, you've got 2 ammo left. So what we should do is attack here. Take some heat from these guys. And you've got 1 left now. Take 2 casualties or 2 casualties. Gonna take it on the weaker unit, because it's not battle ready at the moment. That means that we can now move in to do 0-0. But we can now move in with these guys, do a considerable amount of damage, and overrun with these guys. Right, that is his tank hunter unit dead. 4 for 4. Is that worth taking? I think it will be. Now, before we push on here, I want to see how this develops, because if we can take this objective, then that's a huge injection of prestige. Excellent. So we have the first of the victory objectives. Oh, in case you're curious, we do have to hold these as well. Because they're victory objectives too. Just we start out with them, and it's unlikely the enemy will counterattack to take them unless we play really poorly, or you're playing against a human. Now, the artillery piece is in range, so I'm going to keep it there. Move that one up, and move this one up. Trenched up 3. And move to either side. Right. We've got enough prestige to try reinforcing this tank unit. How much do we have left? 180. Plenty. So we could try 4 for 4. And I think it might be worth it, actually, because we can blind the enemy, and it's while this artillery piece is dormant. We won't get that chance again. Of course, the odds never reflect what truly happens. but we can dream. There we go. That is 2 out of the 3 mobile units that the enemy has taken out. Should probably move an infantry here just to reinforce you, just to guard, and put you here. Now it might be risky moving our artillery around like this, but what has to be remembered is the enemy cannot attack everyone at once. So if you move in a group, there's less chance of them being able to actually do something effective. Now you're going to move south, because we're going to try and launch an attack through this forest with these units once these fellows are taken out. Now we don't really need more units here, so we can take 4 to 1 or 4 for 0. My plan is to surround this unit. Bombard it, surround, destroy. Now over here we have a lot of just moving about to do. I think you could stand to visual range. It's okay. Yeah, that's safe for now. And keep just moving our infantry, our horde of infantry, westwards. Now we can begin to chip away at this guy's defense. 2 to 5, probably going to be rugged defense, but let's see what happens. Oh no! And we're able to take this objective for more prestige. Excellent. So we can have these guys now join the main attack, although they're going to be following far behind. Right. T-34s will continue to push towards over here, and although they're separated at the moment, we have how many turns left? 7 turns for a brilliant victory. Yeah, that is enough to reorganize things. The attack is proceeding on schedule. We're taking a number of casualties, but as this is a one-off scenario, I'm not that concerned by that. I would be if it wasn't, because then we'd actually carry these units through a campaign, and it would be bad to lose more than is necessary. Let's take out preemptive positions around the forest and see what the fates have in store for us. I don't like the artillery piece. Managed to survive. Or that one, for that matter. 6 to 1. Wow, that is ridiculous. An amazing amount of damage, truly. Wow, that is a... oh dear. We have the Panzer IV-J hitting our artillery. Now we could move in here, but we take disproportionate casualties. But to finish off... the reason I'm not withdrawing these artillery is there's no safe place for them to withdraw to. They might as well stand and fight, even if they are going to take a lot of casualties. And, yeah, we're not going to exhaust his ammo supply, so let's not try that. But what we can do is... actually, I think, yes, both units can aid here. So, hopefully, we can overrun. Yes, good, good, good. A regular seems to have mounted up and got into his horse-drawn wagon in a fiendishly tempting target. But of course, we do have this artillery piece still here. And we have that pack gun defending. So not a good idea to attack it, since we actually take casualties than it's worth. Except for using this fellow. Reinforce you. Move you into position. Though I'd rather you had more strength to you. And move you back. Well, you will serve as... these three will serve as a useful distraction for the enemy from this artillery movement we're performing currently. Right. Now, what's going on up here? We're just doing what we can to get rid of this strong point. 6 to 5. I think it's worth it because we're not going to use these guys much anyway. Right. And, let's see. We could move these guys into attack. I think that's the best thing to do. Can these guys finish it off? Not quite. Looks like it's up to you. There we go. Now let's finish off this pack. And 1 to 1. Well, let's see how the attack on this unit goes before committing you to anything. Right, you're out of range of everything. 2 to 5. Okay. I think it'd be best to take out the pack, because that frees up another infantry unit for the attack. Okay. We have artillery in support now, something to bear in mind. Which will give us the true odds of attack, so these fellows are out of range of the artillery down here, so for now, as far as we're aware. But that could change. I'm going to put you over here and you over here. Getting a bit less fearful of moving my artillery because this turn they have a good distraction of stuff that couldn't be recovered for use in this scenario anyway. You have to be quite ruthless as a Soviet commander because you generally do lose units, at least on scenarios. On the campaign, you'd actually pick units that had more endurance. For instance, you'd have very few infantry, you'd have a very large tank corps, a decent air force, and so on. But the scenario attempts to be semi-historical accurate in that it gives you a lot of artillery and infantry, even though you, the player, know that more effective combinations exist. Right. You can do something. I think we should move you over here. No, stay where you are for now, actually. I think that's the best thing. See what happens.